Residents of Whitney Street in Hartford, Connecticut have recently awakened to the sounds of demonstrators outside the Sunrise Group Home for the past 10 days. Normally attending to their clients on the inside, the Sunrise caregivers have since taken to the streets in strike, demanding a new standard for themselves as essential workers.
My children are grown. I've raised them. I raised them at Sunrise, and I thank them for the job, but it's time for them to step up. It's time for them to give us what we deserve. So I've given them more than half of my life, and they refuse to give us a pension. They refuse to give us affordable health insurance, and they refuse to give us a living wage.
Most of the demonstrators have dedicated at least a decade to working at Sunrise, but work several jobs to support themselves. Devoted to their duties and their clients, these workers decided to strike only when they felt that it was no longer a choice.
I stay here only for my clients. That is why we stay here, and that's why we're going to stand in it till we win it.
And I think it's just really sad that Sunrise as a whole does not trying to meet our standards of what we're asking for, and I think that's very unfair, not for us, but also unfair for them as well, because they don't deserve this.
The pandemic especially exposed a higher expectation for frontline workers as it intensified the effects of overscheduling and shortages of equipment in an already emotionally taxing job. Over the past few months, these workers, mainly composed of minority women, have since turned to unions to help forge a better break for themselves in healthcare.
That the workers feel they've been exploited at very irrational ratios of staff to clients, which is not good for the people receiving care, and it's not good for the workers. Difficult patients, short staffing situations, dangerous diseases, and putting their bodies on the line to protect their patients.
Back in May, Governor Ned Lamont settled union and strike threats across the state by pushing legislation that approved nearly $400 million in funding for nursing and group homes to revive employee wages and benefits. This decision has rippled across care facilities throughout Connecticut, as institutions one by one have applied for this funding to flow toward worker wages. However, the Sunrise Corporation has refused to follow suit.
And we want it. The governor told us, we can have a pension. We can have affordable health insurance. And they said no. They didn't even put in for the money until we started fighting.
We had to beg them.
Yes.
We had to literally beg them.
Negotiations have occurred over the past few weeks. Facing shutdown, Sunrise has made moves toward improving insurance and wages, but workers remain adamant about their new expectation, no matter how long it takes.
I only hope they do the right thing and don't draw this out too long.
Nearing 2 weeks on strike, these workers have agreed they will not stop until their pension is paid. This has been Maddie Lindsay for STN Channel 2.